There are 4 people you need to forgive if you want to move forward in life. Only 4, no more. Listen carefully, because many people think time heals everything, but that's not completely true. Time passes, yes, but unhealed pain often stays buried quietly inside people for years, and eventually that pain starts affecting everything. Your relationships, your confidence, your peace, your ability to trust, your ability to feel happy without guilt. Sometimes the biggest thing holding people back is not failure, money, or bad luck. It's resentment they never released. And if you truly want peace in your life, there are 4 people you eventually need to forgive. First, your parents. Forgive them for what they did and for what they failed to do. This is difficult for many people because childhood shapes the way we see ourselves. Some people grew up with love and emotional safety. Others grew up with criticism, absence, pressure, silence, or emotional distance. Some parents hurt their children without realizing how deeply those wounds would last. Maybe they were too harsh. Maybe they never listened. Maybe they failed to protect you emotionally. Maybe they never gave you the love you needed. And sometimes the pain doesn't come from what they said. It comes from what they never said. Many adult insecurities are born in childhood shadows. But here's something important. Forgiveness does not always mean pretending everything was okay. Sometimes forgiveness simply means refusing to let old pain control your present life anymore. Because carrying anger for decades only keeps the wound alive inside you. Your parents were human too, imperfect, wounded themselves, trying to survive life in the only way they knew how. Understanding that doesn't erase the pain, but it can help release the emotional weight. Second, forgive the people who hurt you, the people who betrayed you, rejected you, abandoned you, lied to you, disappointed you. Many people stay emotionally trapped in moments that already ended years ago. They replay conversations in their head, replay betrayal, replay heartbreak, replay humiliation, and slowly, resentment becomes part of their personality. But forgiveness is not weakness. Forgiveness is freedom. You don't forgive because the other person suddenly deserves peace. You forgive because you deserve peace. Because hatred keeps your mind emotionally connected to people who no longer deserve access to your energy. And honestly, some people will never apologize properly. Some people will never admit what they did. If your healing depends on their apology, you give them power over your future. Sometimes closure is accepting that not everyone will understand the damage they caused, and choosing peace anyway. Third, forgive yourself. This is often the hardest one of all. Many people secretly punish themselves every day for mistakes they made years ago. They replay regrets constantly, the relationship they ruined, the opportunity they wasted, the choices they made when they were lost, insecure, scared, immature, or emotionally broken. But listen carefully. You cannot hate yourself into becoming a better person. Growth requires honesty, yes, but it also requires compassion toward yourself. We all fall. We all break ourselves trying to survive life sometimes. Nobody reaches adulthood without mistakes. The version of you from the past did not know what you know now. That version was learning. And sometimes survival mode makes people act from fear, pain, insecurity, or confusion. Stop punishing yourself forever for not being wiser before experience taught you. Learn the lesson. Take responsibility. Grow stronger. But don't spend your entire life carrying shame for who you used to be. And fourth, forgive the people you hurt. This part matters deeply because healing is not only about what others did to us. It's also about taking responsibility for the pain we caused. No human being reaches adulthood without hurting someone at some point. Sometimes intentionally, sometimes unintentionally, sometimes through immaturity, sometimes through pride, and pride destroys more lives than failure ever will. Strong people know how to admit when they were wrong. Not everyone can say, "I hurt you. I handled that badly. I'm sorry." But healing often begins with honesty, because accountability is maturity. And sometimes one sincere apology can heal years of distance, silence, or pain. Not every relationship can be repaired. Not every person will accept your apology. But owning your mistakes frees your conscience and helps you grow into a better human being. And here comes the most important part. Forgiveness does not erase the past. It removes the past's control over you, because resentment is heavy, hatred is exhausting, bitterness slowly poisons peace. And the moment you stop carrying emotional weight that no longer serves your future, you finally begin moving forward, lighter, calmer, freer. Follow if you're learning to let go of what no longer deserves your energy. If you're not following Never Tomorrow, you're probably never going to see us again. If you are, then congratulations, you're growing every day.